It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Thursday. It's been a long week in the Ozarks, and we are waking up with some incredibly cold temperatures. The good news is that road conditions have improved dramatically, but I want to let you know if you are in an area that received a little bit more of the snowfall, or if you had a whole lot of melting happen overnight, the roads became wet, there could be some refreezing and some areas of ice this morning. So still use caution on the morning drive today. However, a lot of schools back open today after our winter event on Wednesday. I expect that we'll see temperatures this morning as you're heading out the door, either side of 10 degrees. It feels worse than that though, low single digits. So definitely bundle up this morning. Speaking of the snowfall yesterday, I was seeing a lot of pictures on social media and hearing the chatter around town that there were polka dots all over. I'm going to call these snoka dots. If you're watching the video portion of the podcast, I have a couple of pictures up. If you're not, you can head on over to the Facebook page, the Around the Ozarks app, or the Around the Ozarks website, or even YouTube to see the video version of the podcast. But you can see it's polka dots all over. Almost looks like somebody did this intentionally. They're well spaced across many driveways, even on the road surfaces. And I had some people saying, what's up with the polka dots or the snoka dots all over the place? And I think the explanation here is that we had sleet and freezing rain fall on top of snowfall, and it kind of created this neat phenomenon where the snowflakes, of course, contain a good amount of air. Well, the air likely gets trapped by the ice that fell on top of it, and while this was all happening for a period of time yesterday, there were polka dots all over the driveway, all over the road surfaces, quickly melting in many areas, but kind of a neat sight to see for some time. I actually have not seen this before, so pretty interesting. I did look some things up, and I'm going with that theory. Ice and sleet falling on top of snow, the air and the snowflakes getting trapped and creating this lovely pattern all over the Ozarks. Of course, this only happens on the surfaces like sidewalks, driveways, roads. We didn't see this on the grassy surfaces because the melting is a whole lot different there, but kind of interesting across the Ozarks. If you happen to see it and you would like to share a picture, feel free to post that on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. We will take a look, or you can email me, abby@aroundtheozarks.com. Today, no stuff falling from the sky, no sleet, no snow, no freezing rain, no rainfall. We need the break, and that's what we're going to get today. I wish I could tell you that we're getting the break with the warmer temperatures, but that's just not the case. This morning, temperatures either side of 10, and it's feeling even worse across the region. We've got numbers that are likely going to be warming up to near 40 across the Ozarks today, and I'm expecting that we will see, or excuse me, that's wishful thinking. We're warming to near 30 today. Tomorrow we'll be in the 40s. So today we're staying below freezing. It's going to be a brutally cold day today. Tomorrow we will get to the 40s back in the forecast. Those feels like temperatures are even worse than 10 though. In fact, we are feeling like low single digits with the wind chill value. Numbers are going to be brutally cold across the Ozarks. Use caution. There could be slick areas this morning. That's my message to you. With such cold temperatures in place, anywhere that's got a little snowpack or a little ice left around could refreeze in such cold conditions. The sunshine will return today, and that'll do some good. Even though temperatures will below freezing for the highs, sunshine and that radiation is going to do some good with the melting, but the wind chill values will remain cold all day in the teens. So I think you'll want all the winter layers, and don't forget a good pair of gloves. Temperatures are going to be in the 40s on Friday. That's when we really start to see improvement in the Ozarks, but it doesn't last long. It is short-lived indeed, because there's another chance for a rain changing to snowfall mix on Saturday evening into Saturday night. Now, I don't think this is a big impact event unless you're on the road super late on Saturday or early Sunday morning. That's when I think we could see some black ice or even some snowfall that froze on some of the roadways, creating some slick conditions. Impacts look minimal at this time, but I do want to let you know that yes, it will be cold enough to snow, and it will likely do so again by the time we get to Saturday night. Highs today will land in the 40s, and then we've got I keep saying that. I'm really just wishing that that would happen. Highs today will land in the 30s, unfortunately. And then tomorrow we will land in the 40s. Numbers are likely going to be back into the mid 30s on Friday night. By Saturday, we're talking about highs in the upper 40s. But then a cold front comes through and our rainfall will change over into snowfall. It's active across the country now in the eastern portion of the country, really. That's where we're seeing lots of weather hazards today. Heavy snow happening in the Great Lakes, freezing rain for the upper Ohio Valley and the central and northern Appalachians. And then we've also got severe weather in the forecast for the deep south. So thankfully, we're not as active as our friends out east. We're just cold, and it's going to remain cold for the rest of the day today. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question. Each year, at least how many snowflakes fall from the sky? This is estimated, of course. We can't count every single snowflake that falls from the sky, but do you think it is closest to A, 90 million, B, 5 billion, C, 1 trillion, or D, 1 septillion? Did you think that I made up septillion? I did not. That is the correct answer. D, 1 septillion is the answer. And if you are curious, that is 24 zeros on that number. This is an estimate, of course, but we think around 1 septillion snowflakes fall each year globally, which is 24 zeros. Yeah, it looks pretty weird when you actually type it out. A septillion is a trillion, if that puts it into perspective a little bit more. The number of snowflakes falling in a specific region varies depending on that specific climate, of course, but the number of snowflakes we estimate globally is 1 septillion. So you can take that to the water cooler today. All right, here's your quiz question for tomorrow. Once again, it's a true or false for you. True or false? Snow is white. Do you think that is true or false? Let me know your guess. You can do that at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much to our sponsors, John's Heating and Air, keeping us warm, Command Family Medicine, keeping us healthy, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, keeping us safe on the roads. Important this time of year. I appreciate you listening this morning to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. As always, you can check the website for up-to-the-minute weather info all day long, and I will be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great one.